best, only on Ebonadi FM 103.5.
103.5 Ebonadi FM.
Nafana na wa na monso.
Mama ko sebru agwaptal Maria.
Oweto ime seni kenke monso.
Ekene Maria Egyptel na Christ sebru anonyeli.
Good morning. Please guys, like, subscribe and share, right?
Forgive Jesus.
Maria dia son nenke chuku. Rebala ibandinja yo. Kita na manowa. Amen.
Nyaju odibo wani ko sebru wa.
Kore lukisiku.
Ekene Maria Egyptel na Christ osebru anonyeli. Idengos nechti boronine. Ojazingos puma forgive Jesus.
Maria dia son nenke chuku. Rebala ibandinja yo. Kita na manowa. Amen.
Okwe melaro.
Owebielani.
Ekene Maria Egyptel na Gracia osebru anonyeli. Idengos nechti boronine. Ojazingos puma forgive Jesus.
Maria dia son nenke chuku. Rebala ibandinja yo. Kita na manowa. Amen.
Yabalanya yo onne nke Chukwu jaso.
Oweto na tankwa ke Kristi.
Ayiyo. Anyị na-ayọ gị o Chukwu kerie Gracia n'ime obi anyị. Ka anyị bụ ndị nje butere ozi ọma wee mara iwelarụ Kristi nwa gị site n'afọ ya na obi ya wee bata n'osite na mbilite n'ọnwụ ya site na Kristi dị mere anyị.
Amen.
Otito dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ.
Eto dị na nkịta na ebo niile n'ụwa ebebe. Amen.
Otito dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ.
Eto dị na nkịta na ebo niile n'ụwa ebebe. Amen.
Otito dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ.
Eto dị na nkịta na ebo niile n'ụwa ebebe. Amen.
Ka mkpụrụ obi ndị niile kwerenụ gara aga.
Site n'ekpere nke Chukwu ka ha zuru ike na ndokwa.
Ka mkpụrụ obi fa zuru ike na ndokwa.
Amen.
Onye nwe anyị nọnyere ụnụ.
Nọnyekwara mmụọ gị.
Ka Chineke ji ike niile gọzie ụnụ. Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ.
Amen.
Ebonadi FM 24 hours of informative, educative, and entertainment programs. Can't stop, won't stop. On Ebonadi 103.5 FM. Listen to news updates on Ebonadi 103.5 FM immediately after Angeles 6 o'clock a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. Ebonadi FM breaks the news with actualities.
I believe that if we are hoping for a new Nigeria,
You can as well listen online via mixlr.com/GistFM.
Good morning and welcome to Abona, the 103.5 FM news update today, Friday, the 20th day of October 2023, and the time is 4 minutes past the hour of 6. Martin Efanshuku Ekeze is my name. The headlines. Lagdo Dam, Anambra government urges farmers to begin harvesting immediately. Enugu holds local government polls February 24, 2024. Abia, under OT, places high premium on revitalizing agriculture. Deputy Governor Emetu. Enugu government restates ban on motorcycles in capital city, vows to arrest defaulters. Police vow to fish out killers of Ebonyi principal teacher. Israel faces threats from militants in Lebanon, Yemen as it prepares for Gaza ground offensive. Now, details. Lagdo Dam, Anambra government urges farmers to begin harvesting immediately. Mr. Drew early before then on agricultural farms in the state since the rainy season. He said that in spite of the releases of excess water from the Lagdo Dam by the Cameroonian authorities, which usually resulted in flooding and attendant consequences on agricultural activities. Farmers were yet to report any problem in this. Enugu holds local government polls February 24th, 2024. The Enugu State Independent Electoral Commission has announced that official timetable for the highly anticipated 2024 local government council elections. This schedule outlines key dates and essential phases of the electoral process, setting the stage for a critical exercise in local governance. The journey towards the elections commences with a public notice, paving the way for political parties to engage in primaries, candidate nominations, and ultimately the electioneering campaigns that will shape the future of local leadership. Public notice announcing the chairmanship and councillorship election in all the local government councils in Enugu State. December 22nd, December 2023, political parties primaries are geared towards the selection of candidates for elections to be prepared and submitted to NSIC with a table specifying particular times, days, and venues for the primaries. 2nd January 8th, January 2024. Political parties are to obtain forms N6, 7, and 7A for chairmanship and councillorship election, respectively. Nomination forms shall be completed and returned on or before 17th January 2024 by all political parties. 18th January to 19th January 2024, list of candidates nominated by political parties shall be forwarded to the headquarters of NSIC. 2nd March 2024, chairmanship and councillorship run-off elections, if need be. Abia under OT places high premium on revitalizing agriculture. Deputy Governor Emetu. The Deputy Governor of Abia State, Engineer Ikechukwu Emetu, has reassured the commitment of Dr. Alex Oti-led administration in revitalizing agricultural sector in the state. Engineer Emetu made this known during the Cocoa Farmers Association of Nigeria's second annual Cocoa Festival held at Abuja Continental Hotel at the Federal Capital Territory. The Nigerian Cocoa Annual Festival is an event that celebrates the continuous efforts and dedication of Nigerian farmers in the growth of cocoa and its agricultural value chain. The two-day event was well attended by stakeholders in cocoa farming, Nigerian cocoa agro businesses, farmers, researchers, and quality control specialists. The Deputy Governor expressed gratitude to the facilitators of the event for creating such symposium. The United States Department of Agriculture, USDA, the Lutheran World Relief, and the delegates of Cocoa Farmers Association of Nigeria. He emphasized the need for the opportunities in cocoa farming to be adequately harnessed for optimal utilization of the major products of cocoa, which include chocolate, cocoa butter, cocoa powder, pectin, potash, and animal feed. Engineer Emetu, in his closing remarks, assured the stakeholders that Governor Alex Oti acknowledges the importance of cocoa and maintained that the state government was supposed to give every needed support to the growth of cocoa farming in Abia State and Nigeria in general. Enugu government restates ban on motorcycles in capital city, vows to arrest defaulters. Enugu state government has restated that the law prohibiting the use of motorcycles, popularly called Okada, in the state's capital was still effective. He announced that he has already constituted a task force that will arrest and prosecute those violating the law. This development was disclosed by the Commissioner for Special Duties, Honorable Emeka Ajogu, who said the government was worried about the growing outcry by members of the public on the indiscriminate use of motorcycles in the city. In a press statement personally signed by the commissioner on Thursday, Ajogu said that the government would not fold its arms and watch the indiscriminate use of motorcycles, reminding the public that the law was still much in operation as offenders risk 1 year imprisonment and forfeiture of their motorcycles. The state government has observed with grave concern the growing and indiscriminate use of motorcycles by some outlaws in the capital city, even when they are aware that there is an existing law prohibiting that. Our office has received a series of inquiries from members of the public expressing fears over their safety due to the reckless manner in which these offenders are driving their motorcycles within Enugu metropolis. For the abundance of doubt, Section 3 and Section 4 of the Operation of Motorcycles Prohibition Law 2012 prohibits the use of motorcycle in all forms in Enugu North, Enugu South, and Enugu East local government areas of the state and prescribed the punishment for offenders. Police vow to fish out killers of Ebonyi principal teacher. The Ebonyi Police Command on Thursday vowed to fish out the killers of a school principal and his teacher. The principal of Nkaleke Eshara Secondary School, Ojiegbe, Mr. Simon Omi, and his teacher, Mr. Moses Muibo, were both murdered in the school by hoodlums on October 13th. The police public relations officer of the command, ASP Onome Onowabokeya, told newsmen in Abakaliki that the command had commenced an investigation into the matter. Onowabokeya said, "We are aware of the incident and police are in top gear to find out the root of the killing in order to bring the perpetrators to book." The state chairman of the Nigerian Union of Teachers, Mr. Francis Okolie, condemned the dastardly act against his members. Okolie described the incident as shocking and wicked, adding that it was an embarrassment to the society. It was very bad for a sane man or woman to kill a teacher who only works with shock and pain. We condemn the act. The cane we are using is just to correct the school children, he said. He said that the union had yet to ascertain the reason behind the killing. Also, the state chairman of the Trade Union Congress of Nigeria, Mr. Shede Iboji, said it was a shameful act to kill teachers. Now we move over to the foreign scene. Israel faces threat from militants in Lebanon, Yemen, as it prepares for Gaza ground offensive. As Israel intensifies its final preparations to launch a land invasion of the Gaza Strip, it now faces growing threats from Iranian-backed militants in Lebanon and Yemen, adding new challenges to its war against the Islamist militant group Hamas. Pentagon officials said as the U.S. Navy warship in the Red Sea shot down 3 missiles and several drones that were heading from Yemen toward Israel on Thursday. The missiles and drones downed by the guided missile destroyer USS Kani had been launched by Iranian-backed Houthi forces in Yemen, and the Pentagon said. In a separate assault, Hamas said it fired 30 rockets across the border from Lebanon into northern Israel on Thursday. It was an unusual heavy barrage coming after days of skirmishes that have killed and injured people on both sides of the border, including soldiers, militants, civilians, and journalists. The attack has escalated fears that Iranian-backed Hezbollah and Hamas in Lebanon will open a second front against Israel as it prepares to send troops against Hamas in Gaza. The United States has dispatched naval ships into the Mediterranean near Israel and Lebanon in an attempt to deter the militant groups from expanding their attacks on Israel from the north. In a rare address from the Oval Office, U.S. President Joe Biden said he would ask Congress on Friday for an unprecedented package of military aid to Israel as part of a large national security funding request that would also include more weapons for Ukraine. This is where we draw the curtain on news update on Ebon at the 103.5 FM. But before we leave, a quick look at the headlines. Lagdo Dam, Anambra government urges farmers to begin harvesting immediately. Enugu holds local government polls February 24, 2024. Abia, under OT, places high premium on revitalizing agriculture. Deputy Governor Emetu. Enugu government restates ban on motorcycles in capital city. Vows to arrest defaulters. Police vow to fish out killers of Ebonyi principal teacher. Israel faces threats from militants in Lebanon, Yemen, as it prepares for Gaza ground offensive. Here is a public service announcement about a forgotten item in a bus. Someone boarded a bus from Egerton to Ekenweje and highlighted in Ekenweje and forgot yam. Come to Ebona, the 103.5 FM, to lay claims to your item. We also have a nylon bag that contains dawa seed used in production of soya milk, and a nylon that contains small quantity of milk used in soya milk production. Beans, half pinter, and then he was found in a keke that took off from Boromi roundabout and heading to Afompo. The owners of these items should come to Ebona, the 103.5 FM, to lay claims to their items. You just listen to news updates on Ebona, the 103.5 FM news, produced and read by Martin Ifeanyi Shuku Ekeze. Thank you for listening. Good morning.
Listen to news updates on Ebona, the 103.5 FM immediately after Angelus 6 o'clock a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. Ebona FM breaks the news with actualities.
I believe that if we are hoping for a new Nigeria,
you can as well listen online via mixlr.com/GistFM. How best can we talk about the challenges we are having on our streets, our community, our society in general? Street report. If we do not address these challenges on Ebona FM, who will? As the happenings around us get as complicated as they can be.
Our government, whatever.
Street report is here to make sense of it all. Street report is causing social change across your streets. In your community. Street report is here with hardcore journalism to get to the roots of our problem. Why don't you join me, Martin Ifeanyi Shuku Ekeze, number the force, every Friday, 4:30 p.m. on Ebona 103.5 FM as Street Reports unfolds in your face. On Emas in Ebona, the corner 24/7, 24/7.
Ladies and gentlemen, tighten your seatbelt as we take you on this smooth ride. Let's go! It's the morning drive on 103.5 Ebona FM, keeping your morning engaging as we take you through the smoothest ride on radio.
From 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m.
Getting your morning inspired, be informed. Let's interact only on the morning drive.
Make it a date with Martin Ifeanyi Shuku, aka Meta,
and Christy, aka Emenari, aka Classy.
From Monday to Friday, from 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m.
on the morning drive.
103.5 Ebona DFM.
Yes, thank you. Like, subscribe, and share, right? Hit the subscribe button right here.